make the strings.
All right, guys, how you doing today? Here we are. We got Nick at Creative Auto.
What's up, guys?
What are we doing?
So we're Sema crunching Trevor's new headlights for the Supra because it's going to be a Sema.
Yeah, so I think that's one thing that you guys have told me about a ton is that I need to get the 98 headlights in the Supra. Then I need to upgrade them and make it look a little bit different. I've always kind of liked the chrome in the front. So right now I have the JDM headlights where it has like the little turn signal thing right here. This isn't, no, that's like a daytime running light type of thing. It looks kind of weird, and the 98s don't have it. And so as you can see, these are some brand new like 98 style, I mean they're 98 headlights that I just bought from Toyota, and they were a little over $1,200. So expensive headlights, but as you can see right here, this is a 95 style headlight.
So we have mocked up.
And so Nick went ahead and got it all mocked up. And so what style of projector thing is this? What do we got working here?
Like right now we're gonna run a quad beam setup. So we're gonna run dual functioning projectors instead of just this foggy low beam with the reflector bowl for the high beam. So right now we have a Mini D2S 5.0 right here and the Mini H1 7.0. So these will actually be high and low functioning. So you have quad beam.
So I'm gonna have like a 4-eye freaking Supra high beam thing.
Yeah.
And then probably put like an LED or something in the.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
This is like technically the fog light.
Yeah.
I believe.
There's not a whole lot of room to work in there, but I'm gonna try and do the Ricey RGB Demon Eyes, everyone's saying on the channel, on all three of these with a backlit halo on the turbine shroud. So it should look pretty cool.
And then so we're actually going to try to keep this shroud right here and all these chrome rings. So a common issue with like the 93 to 97, 96 headlights is that these chrome rings, they actually start rusting and kind of oxidizing inside of the headlight. And so everybody kind of has to upgrade to a newer set of headlights. And so I have two sets of headlights right now. I have the ones that are in the car with the glass housings, and those ones are actually really nice because he came off a super low mileage car. And then I have the ones in the rainy day Supra, and those are actually off of the 30,000 mile twin turbo 6-speed parts car that I got. But these ones are a little bit different. They have a nice clear lens. They don't have as many of these lines running in it, and they just look a lot cleaner. So I think we might be painting the inside of this black to match this. This was just a quick rattle can job just to kind of match these up. And I think you peeled off the chrome off of these, or was it?
Yeah, I de-chromed the whole shroud because painting over chrome it doesn't stick and it doesn't stay. So I mean the right way to do it is to definitely strip the chrome and then paint it. So
yeah, so I think we might just leave. I don't know. Do the chrome housings come off? Is that like
honestly,
a thing
that they look like they're attached? So like if we're gonna do
in that case, let's just leave it this gray, which is like the 98 theme.
Yeah,
and then I think we're gonna try to keep that so there's not this gap right here. But you got a nice little bracket in the back that kind of houses both of these projector housings.
Yeah, we can pop it off and
fits
show them real quick.
Fits real nice. So
just like I said, this is just 100% mocked up right now. So
where did you get this thing?
There's this place in the UK. I kind of was talking to a guy, and we've been working on this for a little bit.
Yeah, so that's like OEM. This is meant for this. For a Supra?
Yeah, yep. So these are CNC machine brackets.
Meant for the Supra.
Meant for the Supra.
That's sick. Yeah, that's nice.
To run those in there.
So instead of like the factory setup, we have this nice new projector thing, and this is basically going to be a super similar setup to what's in the Civic right now.
Yeah, so in the Civic, I'm pretty sure that Performance Lighting used the Mini D2S 5.0s. So basically, we're going to be running the same thing, except we're going to supplement it with an additional projector. So basically, almost double the light output that you have. So it should be pretty nice.
So Nick here is he actually has a special oven in the back. It's you can't get an oven like this.
it's just a normal oven.
So he has an oven in the back, and he's actually going to tear apart these headlights here in a little bit. So I'm going to leave the camera with him, and so hopefully you guys look forward to that. And then I guess we're going to come back a little bit later and kind of see how these things look, all mocked up. I mean, it should be pretty simple now that you have it mostly mocked up right here.
Yeah, now that I have it pretty much figured out, it should go pretty quick. So
because we're leaving for Sema in like a week, so
yeah,
I'm pretty stoked. These things are gonna look cool.
What is going on, guys? All right, so we are stopping by Creative Auto real quick to check on the Supra headlights. My brother just texted me and said he's working on the last pair right now. So we're on Sema crunch, have about a day and a half left to get everything situated. So it's kind of close, but we're gonna stop in, see where he's at, and check out the headlights. All right, guys, so we're here at Creative. Just to show you, Nick got, this is pretty much gonna be the final result for the Supra. So these are the 98 housings. Kind of went over before the mock-up, but everything's pretty much the same. Now have the full projector high beam instead of the reflector housing. You can see he's got the other one taken apart. And now, what it starts out as with the reflector, the old OEM body projector, and then the fog. But as you can see, those other ones are much clearer, and then it has the tornado housing that'll have the DRL and the switchback and everything on there. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys the final assembly on this one, so you get an idea how they go. And those are the two. Ran out of screws, so here we are at Lowe's. Gonna grab some more supplies real quick for the headlights, and then just keep hammering on. They got the tool special out.
I just love little stuff, man.
I mean, you always need little tools.
Big grinders?
Oh, if you go into the Amazon link, there's a link for the general tool ones. Link in the description for the general tool bits. Half price. I was just kidding. I don't know if they're half price actually, but. Alright guys, so I just want to show you real quick. So Nick's got this, this is the well beam projector, right?
Yeah.
So this little ring right here is just like the little shroud. It actually, Nick cut it off of a whole projector shroud. So
like a gap I didn't like.
So basically what you would utilize this for is if you had like a reflector housing and then you went with like a retrofit option, they have different shroud options to kind of help fill that gap in the void. But if you look on here in the finished one, that little silver piece right there, that's actually the ring that he cut just off the top there, just to ensure that there wouldn't be any opening or anything like that when looking at it from the front. So just those little things, takes a little bit of a while, but it'll look nice and clean once it's all put together with the OEM shroud on there. So Nick's got this whole little setup here. Basically, he's just got just an old harness and everything, so you can test everything out with just a battery. Got it all plugged in for the Demon Eyes and the Halo with all the RGB colors and everything like that. So this will be your regular well beam projector. Now the highs will be on a projector as well. And then unlike the Civic, this one's a little bit different. This one actually has the turbine housing that both is a RGB, DRL, and a switchback. So as you can see, he's testing it there for you. Obviously, it'll just flash with the signal. He's just kind of tapping it on the thing there. Yeah, so that'll be real cool in there. There'll be basically the whole 3 projectors on the Supra. It'll be similar to the Civic, but also a little bit different, which is cool. And nice and clean setup. Looks OEM and everything in there with all the shrouds and everything like that. So it has the 98 housing. So
Day before we leave from Sema prep is where we're at. So it's Friday at 4 o'clock. We're planning on being on the road in 24 hours, and I still have to sleep in between now and then, and then go home and hang out with Jamie and the baby and go eat, do some other stuff, and probably edit another video, do some stuff like that. But as you can see, we are kind of going back in time. Taillights on this thing are they need a little restoration. Super quick, hopefully super quick. You can see up here there's some pigtails for when I was actually sanding the car or sanding a car or whatever it was. I think it was when I was wet sanding the car, doing something else like that. So you can see there's some pigtails right there. There's like a little scuff right here, and then the lenses just aren't as clean and clear as they should be. A lot of people have been wondering why I don't do the 98 taillight upgrade. And I'm just kind of a fan of these ones. I think they look a little bit more aggressive. I like how the housings are actually black instead of like charcoal gray. And I just think they look more aggressive. Whereas the other ones, they almost look like clean ricey tail lights, something like that. But I just really like the way they look. So especially with the red and stuff on the back, and they're just all freaking circles. They just look really nice. So we got these lenses all polished up. Basically used 1500 grit, 2000 grit, compound, and then the polish. So you can see this lens looks freaking brand new now. So right here at the top was where those little swirls were. What's up, guys? So we are back at the shop, and as you guys seen, Ty went over to McNichols Machine and Marine. All right, so we got McNichols over here.
Yeah.
No, so Nick from Creative Auto, you guys seen him building these headlights the other day, and so now he brought them over here because they're done. So we're gonna go ahead and slap these things in the car. How much wiring do we have to do for this?
Oh, but we got a whole box. We got a whole box.
Oh, we got some wiring.
Oh, we got a headlight.
So how many days did it take to build these headlights?
Like actual work time?
Yeah.
Like 5.
How many jacking around days were in there?
Like 3.
Like 3. Coming from me, that took like a freaking week to buff and ceramic coat the damn Supra. That was already like pretty decent. But I did do a bunch of other stuff. So, ooh, that's a lot of wiring, Nick. All right, so while you're doing that, I'm gonna do something else.
All right, let's do it.
So yeah, hopefully you guys are stoked because we're actually getting the 98 style headlights on these. I'm freaking proud of that paint. So basically we replaced this big guy right there. So these are the JDM, the glass ones. We're replacing them with the plastic 98s. So we're gonna yank these guys off, stick the other ones in, and then we're gonna see if they work. So we got them both kind of in test mode on the ground, double checking, making sure all the igniters and everything are working. She's looking pretty good. We're on the jump pack right now. Nick, how's it feel to see your little babies come to life? So so on the Civic we had almost half that, and that was kind of a lot. I
still have 3 more.
Woo!
3 more things to run.
3 more things to put in. So when you do a setup like this, you have the igniter, obviously. Well, we have 2 igniters because we have 2 HID ballasts, or 2 new projectors that both require HIDs.
Yeah, so we got 4 ballasts, 4 igniters, 4 demon eyes, 2 RGB halos. So, and then we have a RGB Bluetooth controller.
Yeah, and the little Bluetooth thing.
We kind of mounted kind of slick-like at least.
Yeah, so that'll be. But actually, it's not ugly. So.
Yeah, we just gotta clean up all that nastiness down there, which will get done.
And normally you put that kind of in the engine bay, but since the engine bay is kind of pretty-ish, we're gonna change it up a little bit and kind of stuff it up underneath there and try to keep it nice. So I'm kind of polishing this side over here. I got some fancy bolts. They look pretty good. These are gonna go on top of the little strut towers. Pretty cool. So yeah, everybody was saying that we should definitely get a setup on the Supra like the Civic. So now we're gonna have. Are they both riced out now, Nick? Is that what this is? Is this rice?
I mean, if this is rice, I don't want to be right.
You don't want to be right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it looks pretty rad. I think the car, I think is kind of in between like where people think that it's like kind of ricey. They think it's like the Need for Speed car.
I mean, we grew up with Fast and Furious, so.
And kind of how I want to explain this car is almost like it'd be like kind of the car that I would probably build in Need for Speed. Is kind of how it is. I mean, look at it. Like it's freaking Need for Speed freaking car. So I don't know. I mean, there's every single one of these things that you see is like OEM and like perfect condition, or it's just rice to the freaking hills. And this thing is like right in between it, and I think it's really clean, and it's kind of like a decent blend in between like clean and like not really rice, but like kind of JDM-ish, like tuner. I don't know. It's tight. I don't know. It's my freaking Supra, so do what I want. And so, yeah, we got to clean up the wires and hang some stuff. But they're actually hooked up. They're actually hooked up to the battery now. Just got to kind of zip tie some of this stuff up here, get it all cleaned up. Yeah, those things look freaking sick. It's funny because it like matches the engine bay. It's like black and red, and like freaking some silver, and it's just like black, red, and silver. That's the theme.
Yeah, we didn't even try to do that either.
Well, I guess this could be like multiple color too. It just goes freaking all crazy. But we'll see more of that when we actually get it in the thing. Unless you hurry up. So this is the Morimoto app instead of the other app that I had before. So we can do all the things.
It's a little less hot boy stuff than the diodynamic stuff, but
yeah. So cool though. Freaking amazing. Just like I said, my buddy Nick at Creative Auto, he did these for me. So if you guys wouldn't mind, give them a follow on Instagram, and for every follower that he gets on Instagram, he's gonna take $100 off my bill. Right, Nick? Is that what it is?
damn.
And then we get a credit.
Damn.
We get a credit after that. So
nope. But if you guys need headlights, just go ahead and hit me up.